If you followed the Beatles long enough, then you probably know the stormy story behind their legendary #1 hit, Come Together. And if you don't, well, it all began with Chuck Berry's classic, You Can't Catch Me, a song that heavily inspired John Lennon while he was writing what would become one of the band's most distinctive tracks. The similarity was unmistakable, especially in the opening line. And it wasn't long before Berry's publisher, Big 7 Music, accused Lennon of lifting from the rock pioneer. Rather than dragging the issue through the courts, Lennon chose to make peace in a way only he could, by agreeing to record 3 songs owned by Big 7 Music. But the seeds of trouble were already there from the very beginning, because when John first shared the song with Paul McCartney at Abbey Road in the late 1960s, Paul immediately sensed what might happen. Speaking on the Fly on the Wall podcast with Dana Carvey and David Spade, McCartney revisited that defining moment. He remembered John striding into Studio 2, full of excitement, saying, "Listen to this one I've got," before playing the now famous line, "Here come old Flat Top." Paul instantly recognized it and warned him, in essence, that they were skating on thin ice. McCartney recalled telling him that the line came straight from Chuck Berry's song Lennon admitted he knew, but he was captivated by how good it sounded. Paul, ever the practical one, insisted they had to tweak it, to pull it out of that unmistakable Chuck Berry groove. They slowed the tempo down, gave it that swampy, hypnotic feel, and thought they were safe. Still, that wasn't enough to keep the lawyers away. Even with the changes, the dispute caught up to Lennon, and he eventually had to pay Berry's camp for the borrowed inspiration. But the irony is, Come Together went on to become one of the Beatles' greatest triumphs, a song that defined an era and outlived the controversy that birthed it. It topped the Billboard Hot 100, amassed more than 885 million Spotify streams by 2025, and sold over 15 million copies worldwide. For a tune born out of a plagiarism claim, it became a timeless anthem, proof that even mistakes can become masterpieces. In the end, trading 3 songs for 6 decades of musical immortality doesn't sound like a bad deal at all.